Hi everyone, I'm Hotstreak, and this is a short commentary over my 4K Telos kill. I'm gonna briefly explain the things I do and do not do because this is by no means an optimal way of killing Telos, but it worked for me. I love my G502 to death, but I really wish it had more buttons. I'll be direct and honest and say that I also struggle to prayer flick properly. This is an issue that became apparent and quite detrimental around the 3600s, so I decided to incorporate the Staff of Light Essence of Finality for Phase 5 and Phase 1 a bit earlier on to tank the melee hits. What the Staff of Light special does is it reduces all incoming melee damage by 50%. In my opinion, this is very powerful, and it should not be overlooked for players looking to get into higher Enrages. For Phase 1, the only thing I don't do is the second combust. I Corruption Bless instead. I just struggle to walk under and click him again. I know this puts it on cooldown, but that's the reason why I don't bladed dive and surge directly to the corner. I also know that I could have practiced my prayer flicking for several hundred kills around 2449 as a friend advised me to do, but I really wanted to take advantage of the no death cost week. For Phase 2, the beginning is the rotation you would find on PvMe up until around Detonate or the Asphyxiate. Instead, I opt to Devotion and Resonance, the Hold Still, because I usually do get Telos low enough to where I can do that and just be full HP for Phase 3. Here, I wasn't so lucky at getting him low enough though, so usually I would just try to stun lock him there. Again, I didn't really do a good job here, but luckily my Enhanced Devoted proc there and his second auto splashed. And so onward to Phase 3. Alright, so Phase 3 is usually the most consistent one, as it's the easiest to learn, and the rotation is very similar to the sub 1k, so I had no issue transitioning over. Those autos do start to hurt though as you climb higher, especially a single auto he does if the beam spawns on top of him, so I sometimes decided to Resonance near the end and secure a D-staff in, because in my opinion, the worst thing that can happen is splashing the ice auto near the beginning of Phase 4. I also don't lure Telos to the red beam if it doesn't spawn on top of him, because I got fairly consistent at drinking my spiritual prayer on tick. So yeah. Alright, Phase 4. Phase 4, the beginning is usually the same as you would find anywhere else. Blood Combust, Ice Rack, Dragon Breath. I like the Disruption Shield, that first auto. Asphyxiate, and then EoF Hammer. I like to play it out to the side just to mentally prepare myself for what's to come next. So Resonance Reflect, some basics, Freeze the Golem, step to the side, charge Detonate, and release it with Ice Wild Magic, Impact Surge, Deep Impact, and Gothic Staff, and that usually always gets him low enough there. If not, I would Asphyxiate. Alright, so for the second fun, I do not do the Devotion Revenge rotation. Instead, I like to Reflect and Detonate again. The reason, and hopefully this makes sense, is that my Ice auto button is behind the scroll wheel on my mouse, and if I'm not fast enough with my index finger to click Telos and reach for that button, I will release a blood auto instead, and that will get me killed. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is the part where I use my Essence of Finality again with Ring of Vigor, because Adren is very scarce here, and this is the issue with using this EoF at this part. So instead here, I divert, do some basics, build up, and usually I do get enough Adren to do the same rotation as you would without it. So, yep, just unlock him here. I do get lucky that his auto doesn't take away my Disruption Shield, so overall, got lucky there. This part, as you can see, I made a mistake and forgot to put on my Gothic Staff EoF again, so instead I just Dragon Breath Debilitate. I would normally Gothic Staff Debilitate, but I wasn't able to here. Also, I don't get into beam right away. This caused panic to ensue, so I don't get my Detonate Wild Magic in. I just K'd instead, but the rest is the same. Ice Rack, Asphyxiate, Tsunami a little slow there, EoF, Dragon Breath. Oh, I guess it didn't Dragon Breath. Whatever. keep them stunned. I don't like running the lap around because I just prefer to get those golems stunned ASAP so I can just feel comfortable and not panic for the rest of the entire kill. So here I just improvise and make sure it dies. Devotion, especially Devotion with black golems and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much it.